Hi, everyone. This is the Fun with Kim show, and I'm your host, Kim Matt. Tonight, we have our amazing Vanessa Gianfrancesco, TV host of One World Kitchen Gusto, resident chef of Breakfast TV, and Panorama food consultant. She also has one of my favorite topics, which is travel. So you can also find her at Cooking with V or hashtag Traveling with V on Instagram and social media outlets. How you doing today, Vanessa?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
We're doing good. We're excited to have you here because I think everybody loves food.
That Gianfrancesco just made us hungry.
I cook for you both already.
Yes, please.
I'm going to take you up on that offer. I definitely will. Are you in the, what area are you in?
Okay, so I'm born and raised from Montreal.
Oh, wow.
Right. So I even speak a little French because I'm in Quebec, so.
Really? My mom took French.
Yeah.
Everyone took Spanish. My mom took French. So, yes.
It's a beautiful language. It's like Italian. It's a language of love.
Yeah. So, and where do you live now? Where are you at now? What state or area are you in now?
So still here in Montreal, Canada, and I do a lot of traveling, which I get me out a lot because of the job, right? And I get to visit some pretty cool places. I'm going to have to come visit you guys, though. You guys live in an awesome part of the country, too.
I have clients in Canada, so I'm definitely familiar with the area. A lot of people are cruise and everything like that from Canada. So, yeah. So tell me about yourself and kind of how you got into what you're doing now.
All right, so it's one of those stories. I like to say that I got my big break alongside my grandma at 18 months old, rolling out pasta dough. While most kids were just learning how to walk, I was up against the counter and rolling pasta, making something that we call gnocchi, which are those little delicious potato pillows with pasta. And all my life was pretty much around food. One of the happiest times and places was really sitting around the dinner table with my family, sharing our stories, and it's just a happy time for us when we're eating and sitting with each other. So
that's great because I don't think people eat dinner together anymore. So hearing you say that is awesome.
Isn't it nice? I find that, in today's day and age, people are so busy. We've sort of lost that tradition. And for us, still till today, I'm 32, it's still super important. Like tonight, I've got a family gathering just downstairs in my house. We're, having a beautiful dinner together.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
And I think that's like one of the things you said. And I was talking. I actually host a B2B. So I have a B2B networking group that meets once a month in my area. And I was talking to one of the members here there, and I was telling her because my son was there, and my son was actually doing like the tickets and stuff. And just like you said, it's what you see growing up because that's what my son did. They followed me around work. So I think they'll do the same thing. So hearing you say that that's exactly what kind of got you going in that, I think that's amazing. I think that's amazing.
It is. I mean, it's one of those beautiful things. Like, to be able to make a living off of something that you love and your passion, I mean, there's nothing more beautiful.
You'll never be at work a day in your life. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. All right, so you grew up cooking, you started with your grandma in the kitchen, and now, where are you at now? What are you doing now?
All right, so I studied to be a lawyer. Believe it or not, everyone's like, you've got the voice for it. You're good at it. You can stand up for yourself, and you can do that. And I job shot as a lawyer, and as I was doing so, I got the hot sweats from head to toe. I said, oh my goodness, I'm not sure I can do this for the rest of my life. I then decided to, yeah, exactly, right? I then decided to take a little break. I told everybody I was going to have like a Julia Child moment, go to culinary school, and just do something for myself because cooking was such a passion of mine. And I would do it late after I was doing homework for school and, doing it on my spare time. Went to culinary school, and I realized that was my passion.
Wow.
And so one day I said, okay, I want to take classes. I want to be on TV. I mean, I've been watching, TV shows since I was a kid, but always cooking shows. And so I was given some awesome advice, and they said, build a brand, and you need to have a following. And that's exactly what I did. And I launched Cooking with V on October 1st, 2014. And on October the 2nd, the Gusto TV called me and said, hey, want to be on a show? And it's sort of, just right time, right place, and the stars sort of aligned for me.
You know what? I love the follow your heart mantra. I'm just following your heart. And it sounds like that's really exactly what you did. Yeah. That's good.
It's one of those things. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm excited. I love it.
I can talk away for days, right? So I got to be careful with that. Sorry.
You're on the radio. So we love it.
It's perfect. That's what you're here for.
You know, people say, do what you love and success follows. And I find that we don't teach our youngsters that enough early on in life, right? Yeah. Everyone's told, like, what do you want to do? What kind of a job are you going to have? And from very early on, I realized that I just wanted to be happy. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I wanted to be happy. So that's something that I would give advice to just about anybody looking for that passion of theirs.
Yeah, I learned that a little later in life. I think I'm learning that in my 30s. So the fact that you knew that when you were younger meant that you were meant to be amazing. I mean, that's, you know, you know what? The phone. When you know it early and you just know it, I mean that says it all. That says it all. So one world kitchen gusto. Where do we find that at?
Alright, so you can catch that on pretty much all of your television providers. And it's a network from CEO Chris Knight. He's the owner and creator of pretty much the whole network. And he just came up with this because he wanted to bring food television back to life. And he wanted to make sure that we weren't just watching those competition shows, but it was really raw, authentic people cooking, which is what I grew up with. I watched that on television, and then it sort of went through that transition of, swords and knives in the kitchen, and it was like, who can make something out of the most ridiculous ingredients?
Right.
And we lost touch with those beautiful cooking shows, and I think that's what One World Kitchen really embodies, is bringing that back to life.
Yeah, I definitely have to check it out. And then you're also a columnist, so you're like a woman of many hats. You're a columnist also?
Right, yeah. So that's something that came to me because Panorama is a local Italian magazine. It's written in English, but it pertains to a lot of the Italian community. And it was something that I always used to read as I was growing up. And they asked me, hey, would you like to write some recipes? And it started with that. And then now we're just doing it's a bi-monthly magazine. And we just write about different parts of Italy and their traditions and food. So it's really a beautiful magazine because it's very authentic to Italian culture.
How do you? Only because I would share this. I mean, I'm a pal professional, which is something that drew me to you. How do I share your column? How would I do that?
Yeah, you can head over to the website Panorama, and you just pick up. You just Google, put in the search engine Vanessa Gianfrancesco, which is my name. Like I told you guys before, last name. 13 letters long. Or you can just catch it on Cooking with V. I always share and post all of the things that come out. Yeah.
No, your name is perfect. It makes me want to eat. So it's perfect. I'm hungry already.
Yeah, right?
All right. So you have all these many hats going on, and just know because it sounds like you're just on a rise. Well, it sounds like you're on a boom, and you're on the rise. I know you have an amazing recipe to share with us shortly. But if you saw yourself in 5 years. Where do you see yourself? Because you're already on TV, you're in, news publications. Like, where's the top for you? Like, where do you see yourself?
You know what? It's hard for me to envision myself in 5 years because I'm sort of that person. I don't look back. I like to look forward, but I love today. But if you ask me, like, what I'd love to be doing, I mean, more shows. I love being on TV. It's something that what's beautiful about TV and radio, nonetheless, because it's a media portal, is how many people you reach out to. I mean, for me, my husband asked me this question: what do you like so much about this? And I said, Gianfranco, which is his name. I said, for me, it's like getting past a microphone in a reception hall with thousands of people. It's like being able to share something with them. So if you ask me what I want to be doing, it's definitely more television, getting out more cookbooks, because I think I love a book. As much as electronics are awesome, I love a paperback book.
I do too. Like, I feel like phones are in hands way too much, and sometimes I'm like, let's just put the phone down. And people I'm online a lot too because of work, but I read a lot. I read a lot also. So that's great. Sounds like you spread love through food and talking to people.
Honestly, that's one of my favorite things to do. There's nothing more exciting than cooking for people and watching them eat and say, this is delicious. I get full just on that.
Wow. Well, you definitely won my heart. All right, so you have a nice, amazing recipe that you can share with us? I'm excited. Tell me about it. Because one of the things is like being a mom, and sometimes you're just like, what can I do differently? I feel like we ate this 1,000 times, and sometimes you're trying to do something a little bit different. So, what do you have for us?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna give you two. I told you earlier it was gonna be one, but I'm gonna do two because they have to be equal. My mom is from the coast, by the water in Italy. So for us, fresh fish is just amazing. It's all of our favorites. So I love a really beautiful spaghetti with some fresh fish that's freshly caught or whatever you can get at your fishmonger, with beautiful lemon zest and, just great olive oil. And I do top my fish pasta with a little Parmigiano Reggiano, which is that Parmesan that everybody knows so well.
Oh, I was like, what is that? Okay.
Yeah, Parmigiano Reggiano. It's the Italian version of Parmesan. Yummy. And then I've got my dad, and he's from inland. He's from Molise, so he's a little bit more inland of Italy, and we love a delicious bolognese, which is beautiful minced meat with carrots and peas, and we traditionally make that with rigatoni. And my sister makes an awesome bolognese, so I'm going to be sharing something that comes from her recipe as well. It's our joint venture recipe. Okay. Okay.
Sounds interesting. All right.
Let's get it. I'm here with a pen on the West Coast.
And your mouth watering over there, Troy.
Yes.
My mouth is watering.
Yes, it is. This is torture.
All right. Let's hear the recipe. I would love to hear it. So how do you make it?
Okay, so we'll start off with the fish pasta. First things first, you want to get, a mixture of fish. Shellfish is really nice in those recipes. So if you can find some fresh clams or fresh mussels, you want to wash those up. You're going to get a pan with a little bit of olive oil. You're going to put some onions there. You're going to throw in those shell vegetables, and then you're going to add in a beautiful splash of white wine. You're going to cook some spaghetti on the side, and once those are cooked, you're going to mix it in with those delicious those fish, all that delicious shellfish, fresh lemon zest, a little bit of grassy parsley, and then you're going to top that off with a little Parmigiano Reggiano, as we say in Italian, or some fresh Parmesan.
Wow. I feel like I can make that in like 5 minutes.
The pasta dishes are pretty quick. Yeah, pasta dishes are pretty quick, and I love that. The fresh Parmigiano. Where do you get your fresh Parmigiano from? But you're up in Canada, right?
Right. I mean, you can find fresh Parmigiano Reggiano anywhere. What you want to look for, though, when you're buying Parmigiano is a beautiful rind. And off the rind of the cheese, it's going to actually say Parmigiano Reggiano. It's stamped. In Italy, they actually stamp each piece of cheese that's aged. So that's what you want to look for.
So if it's not
I don't know. I feel like I want to move. I don't feel like I have the same footage you have over there.
You guys have Costco's there, right?
Well, she's in.
Okay, well, you can find Parmigiano Reggiano there.
Okay.
They do have it. They do have it at Costco.
So you just taught me how to cook and where to shop. Perfect. Okay.
There you go. You're all done. I mean, there's nothing left.
Alright, so that first amazing recipe, I would love to put up links to that on our Instagram page. And again, everyone, you're tuning into the Fun with Kim show. In case you're just tuning in, this is the Fun with Kim show. I'm your host, Kim Mack, and right now we're speaking to Vanessa Gianfrancesco, amazing TV host, columnist, and a world traveler. So right now, Vanessa has shared one amazing, it sounds like a 5-minute recipe that anyone could do. It sounds like almost anyone could cook it. And now we're going to get a second recipe.
That's right. So the second recipe is something that Italians eat pretty much every Sunday. It's a classic bolognese sauce. And you're going to start off with really simple ingredients. Again, the basics. So a little bit of olive oil in a pan with some onions, some garlic, and you can pretty much choose any minced meat that you like. So if you're doing a weekday version, you can go ahead and use some chicken minced meat or some turkey for some lower fat, or the classic Italian code for pork, veal, and beef, the trio, the mix. You're going to get that into a pan, and you're going to sort of like crush it down with your spoon and make sure it gets a beautiful crust on there, a little salt, a little pepper. And then my favorite tomatoes to go in there, so you're going to buy, some beautiful tomatoes in a can or the ones in the glass jars. I love to use a San Marzano tomato. Now, it sounds fancy, but it's just a type of tomato that's picked from Italy, and it's so sweet that you don't need to add any sugar. You don't need to cook it for very long. It's lovely. It really is. So you just add that right into your cooked meat. I like some fresh parsley. I love some fresh basil in there. A little salt and pepper as well. And then you just let that cook for, I would say, about 20 to 30 minutes until it's ready. So in my family, we also add in some little pieces of carrots and peas because it's just classic ingredients. And then my brother-in-law loves his rigatoni. And my dad loves rigatoni rigate. So those are the ones, you know the pasta with the line on them? It's like a ziti with a line on it. I'm not sure if you guys know what I'm talking about.
What kind of pasta?
It's a short pasta. It's called rigatoni or ziti. You can find those in pretty much any.
I've heard of ziti before. I've heard of ziti before.
Yeah.
That one I have heard of. Okay.
Exactly. So then you just get those in there. You know, you get them at the regular grocery store. You're going to boil them in some water as you would any regular pasta. Keep in mind, you need to flavor your boiling water with salt. That's very important. And then you get that mixed in and tossed in with some sauce. Now, I don't want to see any pasta dishes without any sauce mixed into it, right?
Right.
Not white pasta with sauce on top. No. We want to make sure that the ingredients are all nicely mixed together. And then you plate it and you put a little extra sauce over top. And then it's your choice. You can use any blend of cheeses. So you can do the Parmigiano Reggiano for the Parmesan. Or you can also use Pecorino Romano, which is a little bit spicier, a little bit more pungent in flavor, or the mix of both, as you wish.
Okay. So I just learned that I've been breaking all the cooking rules because I put my sauce on top. That won't happen anymore. So I'll break all the cooking rules. The one thing it sounds like is I hear just everything's fresh. Just fresh. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's really important. Italian cooking is not about reinventing the wheel. Pretty much what we like to do is just get classic recipes, freshest ingredients possible, and people mistaken fresh with expensive. That's not necessarily true. You want to get what you can get in season, what's freshest and most local that you can find, and you got yourself awesome recipes.
Yeah, I've actually sometimes found out that off season is more expensive when I'm buying things. So to get something off season, yeah. So I've actually realized that. So wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
And what you want to do, Kim, is when you get some things that are on sale, grab a bunch, use them, and keep them because then it's a great money saver.
Yes, that's great. That's great. So everyone, you are tuned into the Fun with Kim show. I am your host, Kim Mack, and right now we're talking to Vanessa Gianfrancesco, an amazing cook all over the place. Anything else that you that we should know about? Do you have any upcoming signings, any upcoming shows, anything that everyone should know about so that way they can follow you?
Yeah, sure. I mean, some really fun cooking shows on the Marilyn Dennis Show are coming up for the rest of the month. I'm actually going to be in an awesome Toronto Fashion Week for the Cole Center, for kids, benefiting charity, working on a cookbook, so that's coming your way. A bunch of fun projects, but pretty much if you follow me on Cooking with V, you're going to see all the new projects and new shows coming up.
And you're Cooking with V. I pretty much found almost everything. That's on Instagram. That's also on Twitter. Am I correct?
Yes, Twitter, Facebook, definitely. Yeah.
Are you on Pinterest? Anything else they can find you on?
Yeah, also Pinterest. Yes, definitely. You'll see some of the things I like.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Pinterest is a good one because it's visual. It's visual, just like Instagram, so you can actually post pictures of it. All right, well, right now, you are tuned into the Fun with Kim show, and I'm your host, Kim Mack. We are coast to coast. We have my engineer and producer live in LA Radio Now Studio. I am broadcasting here live in Maryland. Toy, our producer, is at LA Radio Now headquarters.
Yes. So you're listening to Vanessa Gianfrancesco. Did I say that right? Our special guest. You can follow her at Cooking with V, at Cooking with the letter V on Instagram, and get some of these recipes as well. And they'll be on the Voyages by Kim website, or Fun with Kim, or Kim McNamee website. So make sure you're following Kim Mack on Instagram, Voyages by Kim on Instagram, Fun with Kim on Instagram, and you're listening to the Fun with Kim show.
Before we went to commercial break, we were talking to, just the warmest person and great energy that I've ever met, Vanessa Gianfrancesco, who is, again, a TV host. She is a columnist. She makes me hungry every time I talk to her, so I think her name serves her amazingly well. And Vanessa is a world traveler. I mean, right now she's in Montreal and travels everywhere. Vanessa, where are some places you have been?
So, this is a discussion I have with my husband all the time, because I will get on a plane at any time. I travel with my parents a lot, and then, you know, after getting married, that was something that was super important to me as well.
Yeah.
So, in terms of the U.S., New York has my heart, I have to say right now. It is one of my favorite places just because the food scene is so hot, and I love to see the up and coming that's happening. I mean, you know, Las Vegas, Boston, there's awesome places there. In terms of Europe, it's, you know, Italy and Spain and France. I just got back to Barcelona, which, oh my goodness, took my heart away. That chorizo and the...
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it really is beautiful. So if you want to know about traveling and where to eat, because sometimes for me, it'll take about 20 minutes to book my flight and hotel, and it'll take me like 20 days to find the perfect places to go and eat, because
that is funny. That's the opposite of most. Well, number one, have you ever heard that thing when you ask, like, I should not even be saying this as International Women's Day, but I don't know, like, you ask a woman where she wants to eat, she's like, I don't know, I'm so like that. So it's funny because usually people come to me because it takes them 20 days to find travel.
For me, it's like finding the little local spots that, you know, really do serve that authentic food. Like when we go to Mexico, I love to eat in the little alleys with, you know, the cutest women or men cooking those tacos and gringas, and, you know, just that's what we love. Let it be in any country, any city. I love eating what the locals eat. To me, it's not the touristy spots that are important. It's really eating what makes, you know, the city fun. You know, it's so important to me.
Mexico, what's your favorite part of Mexico?
So I've done a couple parts. We've done, obviously, the Cancun area, the Playa del Carmen area. Playa del Carmen is one of the most beautiful little spots.
A lot of our clients go there. Yeah, Playa del Carmen is a big one.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. So pretty. We went to Riviera Maya not long ago, which was stunning as well. So, I mean, you know, there's different parts, and each part has their own little, you know, their little traditions and their beauty. So it's for me, it's finding those little gems, you know.
Yeah,
gems that you can see, and that's
my favorite word. Yeah, gems. My clients are diamonds, and my clients are gems. So I love that. What about the Caribbean? What's your favorite place in the Caribbean?
So I love Mexico. We actually got Mexico. So here's a funny story. My sister and I, and my brother-in-law and my husband, we got married in Punta Cana, the Dominican Republic. We had a double wedding with 130 of family members that we brought over with us. So that is a special place for us.
Would love to have that destination wedding. That would have been a great one to get. What resort did you do? What resort did you do?
So we did the Hard Rock Hotel.
Everyone does the Hard Rock. Yes.
Oh my goodness, Kim, it was perfection. Just because so many restaurants, so many areas. People, if they wanted to be with us, were with us, and if they didn't, they wanted their own vacation. They got it because they went in different parts on their own. You know, there's something for everyone.
Well, when I do our destination weddings, I tell them if you're doing I make it a vacation first. And it's also a wedding, because they're like, I have to spend all this money or whatever. So I'm like, well, you're going on vacation, but you get the benefit of doing a wedding at the same time. But yeah, excellent pick on the Hard Rock. Excellent. Yeah. All right, so it sounds like Mexico's one of your favorite places. Okay, so what's one of your favorite restaurants in the United States?
I absolutely love this little pizza place in New York City. It's called Motorino's. And it's one of those super low-key restaurants that you go in and you're like, oh my goodness, there's just a couple seats to sit at. The lights are dim. You're going to eat the best meatballs you've ever tried. They have a mortadella, crispy tomato salad, which will knock your socks off. And imagine, we had wine, some of the best wine for I think like $25. The bottle was $25. Super affordable. But
that's really good.
Amazing food. Yeah, right?
Yeah, that's very good. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's New York. How about the Los Angeles area where LA Radio now headquarters is? Do you have a favorite spot over there?
So to be honest with you, whenever I went to LA, it was sort of like an in and out. So I didn't get to really check out the spots. Yeah. But good news, I'm going in the summer, so that's something that I'm going to actually look at and get into the food scene.
Good. All right. So You're just a dynamic woman. I mean, wow. I'm honored to have you this week. There's so much going on with International Women's Week, so that's amazing. And so right now, you are tuned into the Fun with Kim show. I am your host, Kim Mack. If you are following us online, tag the official hashtag. So you want to hashtag FWK. Feel free to comment me. Ask me any more questions that you have for Vanessa. I'll get that answer for you. So if you have any questions, you can email me at travel@voyagesbykim.com. That's travel@voyagesbykim.com. You can comment on any of my social media outlets, and you can also text your questions to 240-394-4948. Today, I would love to thank my amazing guest, Vanessa Gianfrancesco. I would love to thank our producer, Troy, and everyone, because I'm just so honored by this show tonight. And then just one more time, Vanessa, before we wrap up, can you tell everyone how they can find you?
Sure. So you can head on over to Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter and just tap in Cooking with V, and you'll find me and all the new exciting projects that are coming up.
All right. So until next time, everyone, remember to live positively happy.